everybody. Now, I'm going to talk to you about your literacy job today. You should already have started to make a story map about the dirty great dinosaur to tell us what happened at the beginning. Now, your job today is to add some labels to your story map, add some writing. Just to the beginning, remember, because we're thinking really carefully about what happened at the start. So I've got the dirty great dinosaur, and then I've got the little boy and his dog. Oh, I think we can write dog. Should we label dog? Can you say it with me? Dog, dog. Dog, d-o-g. 3 sounds, 3 Fred fingers. Can you show me? D-o-g, dog. I'm going to have a go. So I go round the dinosaur, up his tall neck, D-o, round the orange, round the girl's face, down her hair. I've labelled my dog. Now, I think we need a little bit of a challenge. Can you challenge yourself to turn one of your labels into a sentence? I've got the dirty great dinosaur here, and I remember that he says, I am hungry, because he wants to eat lots of things in that story, doesn't he? I'm going to write that. I am hungry. 3 words. My first word is I. It's one of those stinky red words. Let's do it in red to show everyone we remember. I am hungry. I am. 2 sounds, 2 Fred fingers. What do I need before my next word? Finger space. I am hungry. Oh, hungry is quite a long word. Can you say hungry? Hungry. 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 6 sounds, that is a lot. Okay, I'm going to have a go. My first sound was hungry as remember your finger space. Hungry. E. How do I do an E? Can you remember? E, what can you see? It's one of those silly special friends. It's an E and an E together. Because remember, 2 sounds, 2 letters make 1 sound for a special friend.
And it's their sound that they would have been practicing in phonics
Is
today,
it, Miss Bowden?
It is.
Hungry. Oh, have I forgotten anything?
Something that goes right at the end. Can anybody help Miss Ransom?
A full
Stop. A full stop. Well
and do you know
done.
what? Because I am hungry, it's something that the dirty great dinosaur says. I might draw a speech bubble around it. What do you
Or
think?
maybe the children could on theirs. That would be a great
I'm
idea.
going to draw one. And remember, the point's got to come from his mouth because it's something that he says. We go, I am hungry. Okay, so your challenge today is to label the start of your story map. And if you're feeling really clever, which I'm sure lots of you will, have a go at turning one of your labels into a sentence. We can't wait to see. See you soon.
Hi children! Today we are going to be doing some measuring in the mud kitchen. Now you might do this in your kitchen, you might do this outside and use some old pots and pans that you've got. You might have your very own mud kitchen at home. Who knows, you might even do this in the back with some cups and some saucers. But do you remember, yesterday we were doing about full and empty and measuring things and weighing things. So we've been doing our scales this week as well. So you might have really heavy things that are going into your recipe or really light things, or maybe they're the same. But the thing that I want you to make sure you have a go at today is writing your recipe. Now I'm going to be making gingerbread, I think, so I'm going to need to weigh out all the different things I need. So I might need some flour today, so I'm going to write that. I think I need 100 grams of flour. Now
Ooh.
that's quite heavy, so I'm going to have to be careful. So
That'd
I'm
be
going to write that down.
Big gingerbread cowboy, Miss Bowden.
Pardon?
Big gingerbread
Well, there
cowboy.
might be a few gingerbread cowboys. So 100 grams of
Flour.
flour. Okay, so I've written that on my recipe. So I'm going to get all my bits and bobs, and I'm going to need my flour. So I'm going to get 100 grams. And look, I'm going to pop it on there, and I'm going to weigh it. I'm going to give it a good mix and pour it into my mixing bowl. Oh, these are going to be yummy, 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 yummy. What else do we normally put in our gingerbread, Miss Ransom?
Sugar?
Oh yes, we're going to need some brown sugar, aren't we? Now you don't need as much. We need 60 grams. Now that's a bit lighter. That's lighter than 100 grams. So I'm going to write 60 grams of sugar. Okay, I'm going to get my 60 grams of sugar, so it won't be as full. It won't be as full as last time, and I'm going to pour it in. Oh, I'll give that a good mix. Mix, 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 mix.
Oh, I can't wait to see what they
I
make.
can't wait to see. Hopefully you have a go at home. Let us know how they turn out. Bye.
This is the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. You could join in if you know this one. Deep in the countryside lived a widow and her son, Jack. Their cottage was crumbling and their clothes were patched. They were very, very poor. One day, Jack's mother said, "We must sell our cow. Take her to the market, Jack, and bring some gold pieces home." So he set off to town. But before Jack got very far, he met a strange little man. Can you see him? "That's a fine cow," the man said. "I'll swap you 5 magic beans for her." "Magic beans?" said Jack. "Are they really magic?" "Magic they are, or chop off my beard and knit it into a jumper," croaked the little man. Magic beans! Jack couldn't wait to tell his mother. He clutched them tightly and ran all the way home. His mother was furious. "We need money, not useless beans," she said, and she threw them out of the window. But late that night, a tiny bean sprout poked up from the ground, and it grew and grew and grew. The next morning, the beanstalk stretched high into the sky. "The beans were magic," Jack cried. "But what's at the top?" So Jack climbed up, 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 up the beanstalk. At last, he reached the very top, and there, shimmering in the sunlight, was a magnificent castle. Just then, Jack's stomach rumbled. "Oh, I must find some breakfast," he thought, and he tapped on the castle door. The door creaked open and a large giantess smiled down. "Hello!" Jack shouted up. "Please, do you have any food?" "You poor thing," boomed the giantess. "Come right in, but quickly, before the giant gets up." What a marvellous feast! There was an enormous loaf of bread and a gigantic jar of jam. Jack tucked in at once. But suddenly, the room began to shake. Boom, boom, boom. "Goodness me," cried the giantess. "He's coming!" And she shoved Jack under a teacup to hide. Into the room stomped a big, scary, hungry giant. "Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman," he said. "Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." "Don't be silly. There's nobody here but us," the giantess scolded. "Now go and wash before breakfast." Jack trembled and shook. "I must leave now," he thought. But he was halfway down the hall when he heard a squawk. It was a hen with bright golden feathers. "Help!" she clucked. "Set me free and I'll lay you golden eggs every morning." Jack scooped up the hen, but then he heard huge footsteps thundering after them. "Fee, fi, fo, fum!" roared the giant. "I smell the blood of an Englishman, and there he is!" Jack raced out of the door. He jumped and slid down the beanstalk, down, 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 all the way back to his cottage. "Mum, quick, bring the axe!" he shouted. Jack's mother swung the axe at the beanstalk with a thwack. It shuddered and shook, and the giant came tumbling down. That was the end of the giant. Jack hugged his mother tight. "Look what I found," he said, and he showed her the golden hen. "Oh, Jack," said his mother, "I'm so glad you're safe, and you were right about those magic beans." So Jack, his mother, and the golden hen lived happily ever after, and with lots and lots of golden eggs. They were never poor again. Look at all those magic beans. The end.